Assalamu alaikum. In previous lecture, we have learned about the mechanical properties of a liquid. Okay. Now we are going to learn certain new interesting properties of a liquid, that is a surface tension. Let us see. Why does a needle, which is kept on the surface of a water, float over it and does not sink in a water? Why does a oil and water does not mix, and what makes a shape of a bubble spherical? Okay. Answer to this and other such question lie in understanding of free surfaces of liquids. As a liquid do not have a definite shape, they acquire free surfaces when poured into the container. These surfaces possess some additional energy. This complete phenomena is known as a surface tension. That is nothing but a tension which is occurring on the surface due to certain force that is called as a surface tension. So to understand from where this tension comes, we have to go deep to the molecular level and we have to understand a certain theory, that is a molecular theory. Okay, so we have to study certain different things in this, such as a intermolecular force of attraction. So what is it? Let us see. So, the intermolecular force of attraction is nothing but a force that exists between the two molecules. Okay, is called as an intermolecular force of attraction. Okay, which keep that two molecules, bring that two molecules closer to each other. In case of solid, this intermolecular force of attraction is more as compared to that of a liquid and a gas. So liquid have a greater intermolecular forces as compared to that of the gas, but less intermolecular force as that of the solid. So intermolecular forces are of two types. First, that is adhesive force, and second one is cohesive force. Adhesive force come into picture when there are different substance. That is, if we pour a water in the beaker, then a molecules of water attract molecules of glass at a sites as shown in the video. So such force of attraction between them is known as adhesive force. Also, if we talk about a free surface at the top where water is in the contact with air, the force of attraction between air and a water is also an adhesive force. So we can define an adhesive force as a force of attraction between two different molecules. Few more examples of adhesive things are Fevicol. We or Fevicol or glue. Okay, here if you see the Fevicol binds the two dissimilar substances, so it is called as an adhesive material. So you can see that adhesive is written over the Fevicol. Now if I move downwards from the free surface of a top, then I can say that I am at a bulk of a liquid, and in this bulk of a liquid we observe that every molecules of a liquid attracts every other molecule with certain force. This force of attraction is known as cohesive force. Thus, cohesive force of an attraction is between a similar molecule. So we define cohesive force as a force of attraction between two similar molecule is called as cohesive forces. Now the main difference between cohesive force and adhesive force is that when a liquid attracts itself, then the force of attraction is cohesive force, and if it attracts a wall of the container in which it is present, then the force is adhesive force. Now depending upon the strength of this cohesive and adhesive force, as liquid, when liquid is poured in a container, it has a two force, adhesive as well as cohesive. Now depending upon the strength, if a cohesive force is greater than adhesive force, if cohesive force is greater than adhesive force, liquid will not stick to the container. Liquid will not stick to the container and it will just wait a solid or that container. Example, mercury and glass. That when we pour a mercury, then the mercury does not stick to the glass, or if you pour the mercury on a floor, then it spreads but it does not sticks to the floor. Okay, next, if a cohesive force is less than that of adhesive force, cohesive force is less than that of the adhesive force, then a liquid will stick to the container. Example, if we pour a water over a glass, then the water completely stick to the liquid, it completely wet the glass. Now we are interested to find the range of these forces. So the range of the force of molecular attraction is a minimum distance up to which intermolecular forces are effective. So we draw a imaginary sphere around this molecule with radius equal to range of molecular attraction, and such a sphere is known as a sphere of influence. A sphere of influence is nothing but imaginary sphere around molecule with radius equal to a range of molecular attraction. Okay, now let's study the surface tension on basis of molecular theory. When molecule lies in the bulk of a liquid, it experiences a cohesive force of attraction of a equal strength from all sides. But if a molecule is at a surface, then a part of a sphere experiences a cohesive force due to the liquid molecule, and part of it experiences an adhesive force due to an air molecule. But it is quite clear that number of liquid molecule denoted by the red color are more as compared to that of the air molecule, which are in blue color. So the resultant force is a cohesive force which is acting in downward direction. Now let's see what is a surface. A surface is defined by understanding a surface film, and surface film is defined as a thin film of a liquid near its surface having a thickness equal to molecular range of attraction. The surface tension is an extra energy that a molecule of a surface, that is interface, has as compared to the molecule which is there in a interior, that is present in the bulk of liquid. And to find the magnitude of a surface tension, we consider an imaginary line drawn at an interface beside the boundary. We can draw a line and imagine an equal and opposite surface tension forces acting perpendicular to the line in the plane of interface. This line is in the equilibrium. To be more specified, imagine a line of atoms or molecule at a surface. Atoms or molecule at the top will pull the line towards them, whereas those which are below the line try to pull towards them. So the line remains in equilibrium, but it is tight due to the tension. Thus, a formula for surface tension is given by surface tension T is equal to a force acting per unit length, that is F divided by L, and it is defined as force acting per unit length of an imaginary line drawn on a free surface of liquid acting perpendicular to the it at every point on it either side of it.